What is going on, guys? Today I bring you round 6 of Torneio de Honra 2024. This tournament was not going that well. I had 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses, which is not that bad, but it's also not that great. But let's see how this game went. So my opponent was Guilherme Gaboleiro, an 1837 rated player, an older gentleman, and in this game he played e4, and in all of his games he was going for some kind of King's Indian attack setup, so I decided to go into it with e6, d3, d5, knight d2, knight f6, knight f3, bishop e7, and now he plays g3 and I castle. And this is one of my favorite positions in chess, which is the King's Indian attack for both colors. Honestly, I love playing it with the white pieces and with the black pieces as well. I find it pretty interesting, especially when you enter those structures where white eventually pushes e5, plays on the king side for checkmate, and black plays on the queen side for counterplay. So yeah, I really like this position. It's sort of balanced. The engine likes black a lot, but it's not so simple. So yeah, here my opponent goes bishop g2, and I play a5. So it's pretty standard to push your pawns, but I had a slight different idea than what's usually played for this game. So my pawn castled, and I just went with my a pawn. My idea was just to push the a pawn as far as I could. If my opponent lets me, I'll play a3, and maybe I'll play c5, or maybe I'll play knight c6 actually to try to play e5, but we'll see. My opponent plays a3, which is very nice to stop that a pawn. I play knight c6 here, which, yeah, the engine doesn't like that much. c5 is the more standard move, but yeah, as I said, I want to sort of deviate a little bit with this knight c6 move, maybe to change the character of the position. My opponent plays rook e1, and now I take on e4. He takes back with the knight. I take back with the knight, and now he takes with the rook on e4, and I play b6. So yeah, I mean, it's a different type of King's Indian position because now the center is no longer closed. But I like my chances. This pawn, it's kind of annoying for white to have to deal with this space that I gained on the queen side. And I can always develop the bishop to b7 and play around maybe bishop f6. The bishop will become a monster in this diagonal. And I think I have a nice position out of the opening. I was satisfied. So my opponent goes c3. And here I play bishop b7. And my opponent plays bishop f4. I guess my opponent could try to take this pawn, but I didn't think it would be that big of a deal because I take the center pawn. And yeah, I don't think this trade favors white. I think I'm pretty active here and it's kind of dangerous. So my opponent decided to develop the bishop to f4, which I think it's a nice move. And here I defended the pawn on a4 because now, like, I don't know. Like, now I don't think I want to give up this pawn because what do I even do here? Like, I don't have like a very like a nice move to follow up after white takes on a4, and also the bishop is targeting c7, so it's not that simple. I played b5, which is nice, and my opponent plays queen c2 here. I played bishop f6. I was trying to put some pressure along this diagonal, but I don't know if it was really necessary. Maybe I can also try to control the e5 square, and maybe I'm also trying to develop my queen to get the rooks on the d file. I don't exactly remember what was going through my mind. It's been quite a while ago. But yeah, my opponent goes rook e2. I go knight a5, rook d1. And now I just plant the knight here on this very nice b3 square. And the computer doesn't really like it. The computer thinks that I have other useful moves like rook c8. But I mean, it just felt very natural for me to just put the knight directly on b3, and now my opponent plays bishop e5. Like, I didn't really consider taking. I don't think I want to develop the pieces for my opponent. Also, bishop e7 wasn't really on my mind. Just felt too passive, and I decided to go c5. Just push the c pawn, which is actually a big mistake, the first big mistake of the game. The computer really just wants me to sit and wait, with either bishop e7 or bishop d5. Yeah, apparently this c5 move is very bad because it allows white to start putting pressure on my position with d4. And I thought during the game that these trades would kind of simplify the position a little bit, but they weren't that bad for me. But I actually missed a tactical opportunity for my opponent. So I took on d4, which is already a big mistake. My opponent kind of has a move here that and a sequence of moves that kind of wins material and kind of gives him a winning position. If you want, you can pause the video and try to find it. Put it in the comment section down below if you want. But yeah, so here my opponent played bishop f6, which is a mistake. My opponent here had the spectacular knight takes d4. And now the problem is that everything is hanging and there's a lot of pressure on my queen because of this knight here. And the problem is that if I take the knight here, my opponent plays rook takes d4 here, and now I have to protect this bishop on b7. Let's say I play rook c8. Now after bishop takes f6, this is almost game over because my king is too weak. Just a simple queen d2, completely dominating the d file and also threatening to infiltrate and give checkmate. So yeah, not good at all. And what else? I don't really have moves here. Maybe bishop e7, but again, my opponent just takes here and then takes here, and I'm losing here. This position is just lost for the same reason, just the king safety. So yeah, I missed this, and of course, if I take here on g2, my opponent doesn't have to take back the bishop. He can just play knight takes on e6, which is a brilliant move, attacking my queen and capturing this pawn and attacking the rook as well. So here the best move according to the engine is queen c8, but yeah, this is not good. This is not good for black. I'm almost lost here. So yeah, it's not good. I missed this, but my opponent also missed it. We had a lot of time on the clock. It was really just not seeing the opportunity. And yeah, my opponent traded on f6 and then took on d4, so he kind of mixed up the order of moves. And yeah, I take on g2, my opponent takes back with the king, and then I take on d4. And here my opponent offered me a draw after taking on d4. I thought for a while, but I eventually ended up accepting the draw because I don't really think I'm playing for much here. I don't think I can ever be better here. I can play rook f8, but after my opponent doubles the rooks on the d file, what else can I do to play for a win? It's not super obvious. Maybe I even have to just trade here. After rook takes, I guess. This pawn, is this pawn weaker than this pawn? Probably, but yeah, he has the d file. I still have to waste a tempo, making some luft. So yeah, this position is equal, but objectively it's easier to play for white. So I just decided to take the draw, and just move on. And this was the game. I mean, kind of unfortunate because I feel like I didn't really try to complicate things. I think I just played it super casually, super simple, and I didn't really get a complicated position enough to create some chances. I mean, I kind of screwed up my position, but apart from that, yeah, it wasn't a very interesting game after all. But yeah, sometimes it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you for round 7. Take care. Bye bye.